Hi, I'm Samuel, and this is Duty. Have you signed up for the launch of There's an Alien in My Toilet on Kickstarter? I hope that you do. It's gonna be a hilarious ride. The link is in the summary. See you there. Welcome to the Craze in 10 or less. This is the show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under, and if I don't, it happens. Stop looking at my hair. What are you acting up for? Anyway, getting scammed out of a Kickstarter. Was it a scam or was it something else? That's the topic of the day. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Stop acting up. Let's get it. Okay, this episode of The Crazy 10 or Less is brought to you by Anibal Arroyos Compollos. So the topic came up in our chats, in our DMs. He says, what do you do when, you never received your campaign? And so I know that I think there's like 2 campaigns that I've been waiting over a year for that were supposed to have been, I should have received many, many months ago. Right. So I really didn't think about it. I've backed I have several accounts between Indiegogo. I have 2 Kickstarter accounts and I have an Indiegogo account. So you take all of them together, I backed about 30 campaigns in the past 14 months. Right. So I didn't think about it. Then I was talking to my boy George and he's like, yo, I got to look because George backed like 5 times more than I do. And he's like, yo, I don't even know what I'm supposed to get and what I'm not supposed to get. So I started thinking, what if people pulled a fast one and they skipped town? And they were like, yo, I'm out. And they took the cash and booked. Is that a thing? Did I just get hog swaddled? Bamboozled? Run amok? Led astray? No, say it ain't so. But, so I started reading up on it. That's like, because the question came up, what do you do? So Kickstarter has, what happens if I haven't received my reward yet? And it's a big thing that they talk about, right? As a first step, we'd recommend you check in the estimated delivery date for the specific reward that you selected to see what month the creator has hoped to begin shipping. You can also check the pledge details to see if the creator has set a reward status for the reward. Next, take the time to check the update section of the project page. Is the best place to check on the current status, blah, 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 blah. Every creator would approach the project differently, and from time to time, they may hit an unexpected bump in the road, right? They talk about all those things, right? So they say, send a message, do all those things, and if nothing came through, you can send a message through Kickstarter, right? Then there was the next step. So what happens, Kickstarter? What can you do when a creator does not fulfill their reward? So that's the big question. What does Kickstarter do? But they're very limited because they're offering a platform. So there's few things that they can do. So rather than read all the stuff that they have, I'm going to go to the 3 points that they identified that they're able to do. They can send an email to the creator using the contact information they provided when they launched the project to encourage them to post a new update, as well as reminding them to take the time to respond to any unread messages in their Kickstarter inbox, right? So yeah, they're going to do that thing, whatever. They can revoke the creator privileges, including the ability to run another campaign on Kickstarter until they've made a good faith effort to bring their product to a satisfying conclusion for their backers. All right, that makes me feel a little better. You're doing something, right? He's like, you know what? We're closing the door. You can't come into the club. That's it. No party. What's to say this person doesn't go over to Indiegogo? Come on, or Zoop, or all these other places that are just jumping up out of nowhere, right? Anyways, that's what they can do. Then it says suspending and restricting account privileges. If there's is sufficient evidence of abuse against our system or trust of others. That being said, please note that the projects are never completely deleted from the site for transparency reasons, right? So they keep it up there, for, I guess, tax purposes, accounting purposes, to show how many campaigns they've had launched on their site. So they need all that stuff to stay in the history box. And who knows, future litigations in case, a collective 300 people say, yo, we never got it. This person took our money and dipped. And they decided to come together and say, you know what, let's go after this person, right? So there are many reasons why people run into roadblocks. But I can tell you this. If you're going to back a campaign, there's some things you should to consider and look at. And I'm going to tell you right now. Number one, be mindful of projects that are not completed, right? So I come on, I'm doing a campaign. It's like, look, I wrote it, and I'm raising this money to pay for the artist. So, if all goes well, I should have it ready to get to your hands in 7 to 8 months. Those are the ones you want to be very, very careful about. That's when you need to do your homework. You might like the look of it, but you might say, you know what, let me go and dig a little deeper on this person. Let me see the history. This is the first one that's also a little red flag. I'm not sure if I want to take that risk. Yeah, I don't want to wait 9 months. I don't know. So that's just some things to consider when you're looking at a campaign. First time with no social links. So this is their first campaign they're putting up, but on their contact, they have no way of reaching them, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. They post none of their links. So you don't even know how to check on them to see what their followers are like, to see what the chatter is on their pages. That's another red flag. Projects that are vague, right? You got a graphic in the thumbnail in the main page. You should have a concept, but there's no other information. It just says here are the rewards. Boom, but there's no art, no nothing, whatever. There's not enough information. Stay away. Be careful with that. Projects that are ideas and not actually conceptualized. I have an idea, in order for me to put it together, I need to raise this kind of money so I can find this many people so I can put this project together in hopes. Stay away, right? And then look at the track record. The track record would always tell you. There's a reason why we over communicate. George and I, we over communicate on all our campaigns, and we always over deliver. Like we get it to you on time or earlier. That's always our goal. And because we don't want to fall in that category, and we respect your time and your money. So, and there's a lot of campaigns out there that do the same. A lot of great campaigns out there that do the same. These are just red flags, things to look up. Do your homework on the people so that way you're not there wondering what happened to your money. Or find these people on social media and hit them up. Say, hey, you said it was going to be delivered in April of 2021. It is now February of 2022. Where's my stuff? Right? So there's so many things you can do, but just be mindful. And then if you get no response, then you let the world know, hey, this person never delivered. Be mindful, be aware. That's the crazy 10 or less. That's all I have to share with you guys. If you have any topics you want me to cover, let me know. I don't have all the answers. Go to Kickstarter. I don't run these platforms. I just know that I am a contributor on these platforms. I am a vendor on these platforms, and that's it. So I try to answer it as best as possible. But you can go to Kickstarter. I'll put the link below. You can go, and it has all the facts and questions you can learn from. Yo, we're 8 days away. 8 days away, kid. 8 days away. Have you signed up for the launch of There's an Alien in My Toilet on Kickstarter? It's crazy. 79 of you have. Wow, 79. For me, that's a record. For us at the House of Craze, that's a record. We never got past, I think, 58. So this is crazy. I'm excited. Yo, there's a lot of surprises. Sign up today if you haven't done so already. Again, thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up if you like this episode. Subscribe, like, share it with a friend. Let's get the world talking about Cast the Craze. I appreciate you. You have a great day. Peace.